Today I will be going over Surah 17, not 17, 27, the ant, and we should remember that in 27 there is a prostration verse, 26, but the 24 through 26 passage is that. And what is the verse? There's 114 Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim in Al Quran, and verse 30. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, which doesn't quite make sense if you're going to use the 19 thing, that it has to include the start and the end, but well, I guess that makes as much sense as a lot of them, but anyways, let's go on. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. He says ta sod, and that's not right. Qasin Tokayadu Quran wa Kitabim Mubin. Tasin, these are the signs of Al Quran and of a lucid book, which is the opposite of, well, I mean, you switch the two words, Aleph Lam Ra, Tilka Ayatul Kitab wa Quran Mubin. Yeah, Quran and Kitab are switched. If you want to say 15:1:2. Tasin, in the name of the compassion, the merciful. Tasin, these are the signs of Al Quran and of this lucid book, guidance and glad tidings to the believers who observe prayer and pay the stated alms, and believe firmly do they in the life to come. And to those who believe not in the life to come, we have made their own doings fair seeming to them, and they are bewildered. And these are they whom the woe of chastisement awaiteth, and in the next life they shall suffer. Yes, shall they greatest loss. But thou hast certainly received Al Quran from the wise, the knowing. Bear in mind when Moses said to his family, I perceive the fire. And one of the problems that happens often with religion per se for a lot of people is that they take words like remembrance and then they turn it to worship, nama. A lot of Hindu and Persian idolatry was that God just asks the people to remember the good things in life, and the good beings, or maybe even the demons. It depends on the context, but anyways. And bear in mind, Moses said to his family, I foresee the fire, I will bring you glad tidings from it, I will bring you a blazing brand that ye may warm you. And when he came to it, he was called to it, Blessed be he who is in the fire, and he who is about it, and glory be to God, the Lord of the worlds. O Moses, verily I am God, the mighty, the wise. throw down thou thy staff. And when he saw it, it moved itself as though it were a serpent, and retreated backwards, and returned not. O Moses, fear not, for the sent ones fear not in my presence. Save he who, having done amiss, shall afterwards exchange the evil for good. For I am forgiving, merciful. Put now thy hand into thy bosom, it shall come forth white, yet free from hurt. One of the 9 signs to Pharaoh and his people, for a perverse people are they. And when our signs were wrought in their very sight, they said, and this is plain magic, evil magic, magic with a K, but not all magic with a K is sihr. No David Blaine, no, just, anyways. And though in their souls they know them to be true, yet in their wickedness and pride they denied him. Must see what was the end of the corrupt doers. And of old we gave knowledge to David and Solomon, and they said, Praise be to God, who hath made us to excel many of his believing servants. And in Solomon was David's heir, and he said, O men, we have been taught the speech of birds, and are endued with everything. This is indeed a clear boon. And to Solomon were gathered his host of jinn, and men and birds, and they were marched on in bands, till they reached the valley of ants. Said an ant, O ye ants, enter your dwellings, lest Solomon and his army crush you, and know it not. Then smiled Solomon, laughing at her words, and he said, Stir me up, O Lord, to be thankful for thy favor, which thou hast shewed upon me, and upon my parents, and to do righteousness, that shall be well pleasing to thee, and bring me in by thy mercy among thy servants, the righteous. And remember that the ants that are in charge are the female ants. And he reviewed the birds and said, How is it that I see not the lapwing? Hood. Is it one of the absent? And the hood. Oh, al hood. Okay, that's the Arabic. Surely with a severe chastisement will I chastise it, or I will certainly slaughter it, unless it bring me a clear excuse. Nor tarried it long ere it came and said, I have gained the knowledge that thou knowest not, and with sure tidings have I come to thee from Saba. And I found a woman reigning over them, gifted with everything, and she hath a splendid throne. And I found her and her people worshipping the sun instead of God.
And Satan hath made their works fair seeming unto them, so that he hath turned them from the way, wherefore they are not guided
to the worship of God, who bringeth to light the secret things of heaven and earth, and knoweth what men can see and what they manifest. God, there is no God but he, the Lord of the glorious throne. Facing Mecca on the 7 points, and you know, I guess since you are prostrating, you can say Allahu la ilaha illahu wa rabbul arshil azim. Maybe. but that's the prostration 24 through 26 of 27. He said, We shall see whether thou hast spoken truth, or whether thou art of them that lie. Go with this my letter, and throw it down to them, then turn away from them, and await their answer. She said, O my nobles, an honorable letter hath been thrown down to me. It is from Solomon, and it is in the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Set not up yourselves against me, but come to me submitting. She said, O my nobles, advise me in my affair. I decide it not without your concurrence. They said, We are endued with strength, and are endued with mighty valor, but the command is thine. See therefore what thou wilt command us. She said, Kings, when they enter a city, spoil it, and invade the mightiest of its people, and in like manner will these so do, but I will send to them with a gift, and await what my envoys bring back. And when they came to Solomon, and he said, Aid me with riches, but what God hath given to me is better than what he hath given you. Yet ye glory in your gifts. Return to them, for we will surely come to them with forces which they cannot withstand, and we will drive them from their land humbled and contemptible. Said he, O nobles, which of you will bring me your throne before they come to me, submitting? Al-Muslimun. This is a plural. Anyways. And Ifrit of the Jinn, I will bring thee ere thou risest from thy place, and I have power for this, and I am trustworthy. And one who had knowledge of the Scripture said, I will bring it to thee in the twinkling of an eye. And when he saw it set before him, he said, This is of the favor of my Lord, to try me whether I be thankful or unthankful. And he who is thankful to his own behoof. And as for him who is unthankful, truly my Lord is self-sufficient, bounteous. Said he, Make her throne so that she know it not. We shall see whether she hath or hath not guidance. And when she came, he said, Is thy throne like this? She said, As though it were the same. And we, said he, have knowledge given us before her, and have been al-Muslimin. The gods she had worshipped instead of God hath led her astray, for she was of a people who believe not. It was said to her, Enter the palace. And when she saw it, she thought it to be a lake of water, and bared her legs. He said, It's a place paved with glass. Aquamarine can kind of make it look like that. Does it say it was paved with glass? Sar? Is it Sar? Come on, where's the word? Sar. Yeah. I got it a little wrong there. And that would mean, a glassy service with water underneath it, or a palace. So it can be aquamarine over a bit of water. She said, O my Lord, I have sinned against my own soul, and I resign myself with Solomon to God, the Lord of the worlds. And of old we sent to Thamud their brother Saleh with Serve ye God. But lo, they became two sets of disputants, wrangling with each other. He said, O my people, why, if ye ask not the pardon of God, that ye may find mercy, hasten ye on evil rather than good? They said, We augur ill concerning thee and those who are with thee. He said, The ills of which ye augur depend on God, but ye are people on your trial. And there were in the city 9 persons who committed excess in the land, and did not that which is right. They said, Swear ye to one another by God, that we will surely fall on him and on his family by night. Then will we say to the avenger of blood, We witness not the destruct of his family, and verily we speak the truth. And they devised a device, and we devised a device, and they were not aware of it. And see, what was the end of their device? We destroyed them, and their whole people, and for their sin, their houses are empty ruins. Barely, and this is a sign to those who understand. And we delivered those who believed and feared. And Lot, when he said to his people, What? Proceed ye to such filthiness with your eyes open? What come ye with lust unto men rather than women? Surely ye are an ignorant people. And the answer of his people was but to say, Cast out the family of Lot from your city. They, forsooth, are men of purity. So we rescued him and his family. But as for his wife, we decreed her to be of them that lingered, and we rained rain upon them, and fatal was the rain to those who had their warning. Say, Praise be to God, and peace be upon his servants, whom he hath chosen. Is God more worthy, or the gods they join with him? Is not he who hath made the heavens and the earth, and hath sent down rain to you from heaven, by which we cause the luxuriant groves to spring up? It is not in your power to cause its trees to spring up. What? A God with God, yet they find equals for him. Is not he who hath set the earth so firm, and hath made the rivers in its midst, and hath placed mountains upon it, and put a barrier between the two seas? What? A God with God, yet the greater part of them have no knowledge. Is not he who answereth the oppressed when they cry to him, and taketh off their ills, and maketh you to succeed your sires on the earth? What? A God with God, have you bear these things in mind? Is not he who hath guided you in the darkness of the land and of the sea, and who sendeth forth the winds as the forerunners of his mercy? What? A God with God, far from God be what ye join with him. Is not he who created a being, then reneweth it, and who supplieth you out of the heaven and the earth? What? A God with God, say, bring forth your proofs if you speak the truth. Say, none, neither in the heavens or in the earth knoweth the unseen, but God. They know not when they shall be raised, yet they have attained to a knowledge of the life to come. Yet are they in doubt about it, yet are they blind about it. And the unbelievers say, When we and our fathers have been dead, shall we be taken forth? Of old have we been promised this, we and our sires of old. It is but fables of the ancients. I am not practiced with this, so I don't have I don't switch the voices quite perfectly or at all in some of the places, but I'm trying. So don't read anything into that unless it's obviously deliberate. Say, go ye through the land, and see what hath been the end of the wicked, and grieve not thou for them, nor be in distress at their devisings. And they say, when will this promise be made good, if ye speak true? Say, haply a part of what ye desire to be hastened may be close behind you, and truly thy Lord is full of goodness towards men, but most of them are not thankful. And thy Lord knoweth well what their breast enshroud, and what they bring to light. And there is no secret thing in the earth, or on the in the there's no secret thing in the heaven or on the earth, but is in the clear book. Truly this Koran declareth to the children of Israel most things wherein they disagree, and it is certainly guidance and a mercy to the faithful. Verily by his wisdom will thy Lord decide between them, for he is the mighty, the knowing. Put thou then thy trust in God, for thou hast clear truth on thy side. Thou shalt not make the dead to hear, neither shalt thou make the deaf to hear thy call. But when they turn backwards, neither art thou of the guide of the blind. Out of their errors none truly shalt thou make to hear, but those who believe our signs, and they are Muslimun. When the doom shall be ready to light upon them, we will cause a monster to come forth to them out of the earth, and cry to them, verily man hath not firmly believed our signs. Some people are claiming it's the computers. I don't. That's far fetched. And on that day shall be gathered out of every nation a company of those. And on that day shall be gathered out of every nation a company of those who have gainsaid our signs in separate bands, till they come before God, who will say, treated ye my signs as impostures, although ye embrace them not in your knowledge? Or what is it in that ye were doing? And doom shall light upon them for their evil deeds, and not shall they have to plead. See they not that we have ordained the night, that they may